Welcome back to Whitt Acres. Today we're going to be transplanting some Norway spruce trees from my nursery out into the landscape. It's spring now here in Zone 6A, so it is the time to be planting and transplanting trees. This is the best season to be planting them. So we've been pretty busy here on the property getting some things moved around and getting them ready for the new season coming up. We've also been getting some maple trees moved out of a little grove that we had and out into the landscape to be more of specimen trees and make more of a statement. And then me and my dad brought out 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 more this past weekend to get out here in the field. Out here we plugged in a nice big maple. We pruned it back and it's still a good 15 feet tall. One beside it and then one over here to make a triangle out here. Nice little shady area. And then we put out a few more down that row over there to bring out the 4 that we planted in the fall. We planted out 3 more and then one on the inside to double up that row. I don't really like how open our property is to the road and everything, so I'm trying to get some trees planted to really block it off, close it in, and make it a little bit more cozy inside the property. But I was planning on digging these Norway spruce holes with the auger and transplanting them from the nursery out here. Should be the perfect size of hole from the auger for the tree size that I have. So I figured I'd make a video on it. It'd be pretty fun to watch. Hey, little eggers. Come on, pup. Come on. Come on. You gotta leave your eggers behind. Got some work to do, pup. Okay, we are out here at the end of the field. I'm going to be planting 6 trees down this line where I have these white stakes pegged in. I used these white step-in posts just to mark where I wanted the trees so I could walk all around the property and decide whether or not it was a good positioning yet. But I do like where I put them, so I'm going to keep it. And I'm just going to pull the auger out, fire it up. Got a gas auger here. It's a Predator and it's got about a 6-inch auger on it, I believe. And it's going to be a pretty good hole. I'll start it with that and then I might have to just shape it up a little bit, but that'll definitely do a lot of the hard work getting the hole started. I'll be able to go deep as long as I don't hit a big stone here. So I'll get started, get these holes drilled out, and then we'll head over to the nursery and find 6 Norway spruce to plug in here. Poppy. As you can see, we took out 2 kind of mature hemlocks. These are actually pretty old hemlocks, maybe 30 years, but they just don't look very good. That's why we took them out. The spring is also a good time to be taking out things and replacing them. So that's why we ended up taking out these 2 hemlocks. You can see how sparse it is. It's supposed to be as full as that dark green hemlock right there. They were planted roughly the same time, and these 2 hemlocks just haven't been producing the way that they should, so we had to take them out. So I'm going to be replacing these hemlocks with some Norway spruce and getting another line up over there where they came from. So I got new tenants. I'm looking to jump into my birdhouse gourd here, so I'll see if, oh. Poppy, we're just getting a shovel. It'll do. Echo Pop, we're just getting a shovel. Can't be checking in on the chickies all the time. The chickies are in their 6th week. They're getting pretty big. They're just about fully feathered out, I think. And they're trying to fly around a lot. If you want to see how the chicks have been growing up, go over to our Whitt Acres Homestead channel. I've been doing weekly updates on the chicks as they've been growing. Poppy, calm down, bud. We're going to plant trees. We're not playing with the chicks right now. Come on. Out. Over. Alright, so we're here at the nursery, and I have a bunch of Norway spruce in here, and some blue spruce, and some other things. But I think I'm going to be taking these front 6 Norway spruce. They seem to be pretty healthy and pretty large compared to the rest of them. Puppy. So yeah, I'm just going to pull these out. They're just in some loose dirt and mulch, so it won't be that hard, but I don't want to disturb the roots that much. So I'll just pull these out, throw them in the wheelbarrow, and then head on out and plant these. I'm just gonna have to not worry about the grass this year because it's probably gonna be all torn up all over the property because of all the different projects that I have planned for, and to get them done in time we got to start them now. So I'm actually thinking maybe a couple years down the road I'll focus a little bit on the yard and try and get it to be nice and green, but at this point I just can't worry about it. I'm gonna have to focus on other larger projects, and the yard's gonna have to come later. Alright, that was a long walk out here pushing this wheelbarrow with 6 Norway spruce in it. We're out here. I'm going to open up the hole because I can see the root ball a little bit wider than the hole is. I'll open that up with a shovel, fill it into the right height so the base of the tree is at the same spot it was before when it was planted, and then we'll just backfill it. I have a little bit of biotone here that I can use, but not a lot, so I'm just going to use it for all 6, split it evenly, and that'll be what it gets. Okay, this is the last tree we're going to be planting today. We got the other 5 in, and I'm planting them all the same way. I'm going to use the rest of this biotone. Just to hopefully give it some type of fertilizer for the start. Just going to go ahead and backfill lightly. And then press it down in all around the edges, nice and firm with my fingers. Just like I did all the rest. Try and get all the soil back out of the yard. And then we'll check to see if she's straight. Straighten her up a little bit. Looks pretty good, and then we'll give her a nice firm packing all the way around with all my body weight, and then fill it in again with some topsoil. I have some of this planting soil here in the wheelbarrow, so I'll use some of that. And then I usually use the sod to build kind of a mulch and kind of a dam on the lower end of the tree. As the water comes down the hill, it'll get collected in the dam and water the tree. So I try to do that with all the sod that comes from digging the hole. There we have it, 6 Norway spruce planted out at the end of the field. The auger definitely helped do some of the initial work and busting up the soil, getting a nice deep hole for good drainage. Then we finished it off with a shovel, planted them all by hand. Let's go. Buddy. We're out here in the rain, cold, and wind, getting these stakes pounded in for the trees that we planted this past weekend. So we're trying to get this done before the trees actually leaf out and create a bunch of wind drag. Puppy, that is not a toy, bud. Oh, Echo, I need that. I need that, puppy. Come on, bring it out here. Come on, bring. Good boy. Alright, we're going out to tie up. Come on, buddy. We're going out to tie up our trees that we planted before the storm comes and brings all the wind. Now, they're not leafed out, so there's not a lot of wind drag in them yet, but they have small root balls and the soil's wet, so any wobbling is going to work them loose. So if Puppy would bring... Echo, bring! If Puppy would just bring the rope, me and my dad can get these tied up. Good boy. Boss. Good boy. That's all for this one. If you're interested in what else I'm planting before the growing season starts, go ahead and subscribe down below. Hit that like button before you leave. If you're interested in seeing the property during the growing season when everything's in and looking good, go ahead and check out our Whitt Acres Garden Tours channel, where I will be posting weekly garden tours during the growing season. So go ahead and check that out, and you can see me and Echo on the next one. Thanks for watching. Good job, boyo. Good job.